Mob.
Always wanted to be a private eye, yeah, I did the time in my college life where I died a night.
Hello guys, welcome back to my second entry from my Brood War journal. Today I'm going to analyze a TvZ. In case you guys didn't know, I play Terran in Brood War, and I played Protoss in StarCraft 2. So I've been learning how to play a lot of Terran lately. Every time I try to play a match on the PTR, Battle.net Realms, I try to have a strategy from Liquipedia, and I would work on it. Like, for example, in the TVP, Terran vs. Protoss, I would try to do the 2-factory Vulture opening, and then just expand, go from there. So I'm going to load up a TvZ. I don't know much about TvZ besides the ones I've been watching, but I do know that you would, let's speed this up real quick, that most of the games I've seen, they usually try to get turrets out because most Zerg players try to get mutas for early harass. So pretty much what I did. So that's really what I'm going to do in this game as well. So here we go. I'm probably going to skip this part because most of this stuff is just us building units. So here you go, scouting with the Overlord. And so I'm going to go down, slow down right here. Or at least put it on ×2. So here I go, scouting. I don't know a good time to scout, but I usually get it after my supply depot finishes to the point where the next guy comes out. So I learned this from watching pro matches. So I built a barracks next to the ramp just so I can have like a good concave / wall in, a little Sim City. I could have just built it here, but I didn't know how new this guy was. Every time I make a game, I call it like 1v1 new, and sometimes they're not really new. So, but I did learn this neat trick that you put like an SCV here, put them on hold, and then like have your Marines right there. So when they try to come up, you gotta like walk around the SCVs. Because I think most players will just aim move, so they don't like really focus on this SCV who's not doing anything, so they just try to go for the Marines. But yeah, you do that. So there's me asking if he's new as well. I'm Dragoon Terran, just a little orange guy over here. Working my APM, trying to not let it fall below 100. So, cause he didn't scout with an Overlord, but I guess he kind of knows I was here. Because I guess he saw my CV come down. So first time I saw this, he was building this. I don't know why he was building this. I guess he wanted to pump on a bunch of like lings out early game, but he doesn't have enough. He has less workers than me. Did opt for an expand, but I guess it's kind of late. But I guess it is late for me too. So I did do like a factory opening before I went for an expand. So here I am, building turrets, just like I said that I would do. I guess I killed that one because I needed a supply depot. Because in case you guys didn't watch, I was supply block. So here we go. So we missed that engagement. So I didn't lose any SCVs, but he did backed off. Has an Overlord over here. So yeah, not really good at playing. I don't know why. I was building a second factory. I guess I was kind of scared I was going to push him with like speedlings with upgrades. So I just wanted to punch out some vultures and get some mines out, as well as getting a siege tank. So here I go. I go here to build a wall because I'm getting ready to expand. I build a bunker. And I kind of mess this wall up, but you know, you live and learn. So there's that. Going down here, he has a spire, which I eventually saw when I scanned it, but I guess he's not making enough yet because he doesn't have enough money to make those guys. Oh, there's a couple just popped out, so there's 4. But I got turrets up, so he better be scared. But I do have some vultures and marines out. So here's the siege tank, getting ready to siege up. Yeah, sieged up. Oh. So he has like 4 mutas here. I think he might have lose 1. Oh, okay, so he lost 1. So he's at 32 supply versus my 39, so I guess we're kind of even. Getting ready to build my second base as soon as I get the money. But pretty much when I saw that, I pretty much put 1 here. Just so my Marines would be able to help. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up a little bit. So, getting Goliaths out this time. And I read that Goliaths aren't really good in a matchup like this. You want to do like a good bio-mech mix. Goliaths is good to, I guess, to pressure the mutas, but he keeps building mutas, so I was like, alright, I'm gonna keep building Goliaths. So I eventually get an armory and start getting upgrades, as well as getting upgrades for my my Marines. So 64 versus his 64, so we're pretty much even at the 10-minute mark. Got my second base saturated. He's getting his third, not being saturated at the moment, and it is pumping a fourth on my what I wanted to get. But I eventually get a third here. That was only saturated for like a minute or two, maybe even less than that. His Midas eventually finds it and pretty much destroyed half of my econ there. So, but I still got these guys. I'm still punching out not Marines, SCVs, popping out Marines and medics. Got a couple Wraiths to deal with this. So here comes more Midas. I forgot to build turrets here. Stupid me, but he comes in, gets like a handful of Marines, but I got Wraiths, Marines, and Goliaths coming in. But I learned from that, and I eventually ended up buying building turrets there, and I built like a wall here, because most of my supply stuff is over here. So I only have 2 factories and 2 racks, and that's what I've been building on for 2 bases. Don't ask me why. I'm a noob. I got like $500. I could have been building more racks, but I didn't. Got this just in case he gets lurkers, which he did get like right here. I eventually scanned and saw this because I know he's gonna have a third base somewhere. I guess econ wise, I guess my econ is still doing much better than his in terms of worker count, I suppose. Because like my main, but yeah. So well, okay. So it wasn't saturated as much, but. That's a lot of money gone to waste when it couldn't able to save it, but I saw this happening, so I'm gonna assume he's coming this way. So now all my money is pretty much gone. Supply block, so building more supply depots. Got me some Goliaths. Now he's getting his 3rd and 4th saturated. So now he has a set of Mitas, which is +1 upgrades going against my +1/+1, as well as +1/+1 Marines. Am I still pumping out upgrades? No. Haven't been pumping out upgrades yet, but I did get a... Where's my science vessel? Oh, it's right here. Okay, so I pretty much kept that alive just in case that. So I push out with a small army here. I hotkeyed. In case you guys didn't know, you can't hotkey your whole death ball on one. You have to like hotkey different units. So I try to pick up some mutas, but I eventually scanned this over here and I saw this. I was like, all right, so I'm gonna go over there and get that because I have enough dudes at home to. I guess watch this, but I come back for some weird reason. He eventually ends up going this way. But then he pretty much walks into my wall of turrets. And I keep building more, so that's what I did. It's a really long noob game. I'm sorry about that, guys, but yeah. So I eventually scanned this. Oh, I guess I didn't scan this. Maybe I did scan, but I brought my SUV there because I thought he didn't have anything up here, so I wanted to build the base there. So I go ahead and push to get this. Pretty much is where most of his money is going to be at. At least that's what I thought, but he still has a lot of money back at home, so to be honest, this is probably really a waste of time, but it's good because it wasn't as saturated as much, but I'm still on 2 bases. Still got a good count of Marines, but my main is about to lose a lot of stuff, so I could have just like expanded here or expanded here, but I was kind of scared because he has mutas with a lot of, you know, map control, so I couldn't able to do anything from there. So go ahead and get these, taking out his supply. So it's 121 versus his 92. So supply count, I'm doing good. He probably maybe not because he didn't micro, but he's building brute lords, so that's what he's done. So I'll pretty much get like half of his worker count over here. Here he goes, in a bunch of mutas again. No missile turrets. I don't know what I was thinking. I have a lot of money. Don't know why I didn't build. But he killed one of my Wraiths, so let's get my Goliaths going around here. So it's +1 versus +1/+1/+1. Getting more upgrades as well as building upgrades here. So these Brood Lords are pretty much going to die. So, yeah. I'm still pumping out units as much as I can. So it's 125 versus 68. Killed 2 of his expansions. Now I'm going in here. I pretty much killed his whole supply line. So pretty much if you guys are watching this now, if he doesn't defend this, I pretty much win the game. And that's pretty much what I did. So, check it. Kill all his workers right here. Look at that. Got my +2/1 upgrades. I go in here and call these overlords. So he can't stop making stuff. He has a lot of money. Yeah, so pretty much kill most of his overlords. He gets supply blocked. Destroy everything. So he's still making brood lords over here. Good thing I like move all those guys. I think they all died actually. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, all right, so we're about the base race. I'm about to move like all my SCVs over here, try to make a base. Nope. I brought all these guys. I brought like one of the area. So I brought this guy to go check it out, and he eventually dies to a group of mute us. Because Monk Alive doesn't do much to one mute us. So he's supply block. He's 39 versus my 100. I'm still pumping out as much units as I can, building Goliaths and Marines. So the only time I'm mining is here, which I eventually end up losing. So towards the end of the game, I lift this up and take it over here because I know for sure this place is empty. So so pretty much I get his last base, his last mining base, because this is just being built. And if we do go to a base race, he only has 2 extractors, which I know exist. So I have 2 scans. Well, I did have 2 scans, so I scanned what I could. So this is pretty much, because I have Marines with the range ability, the range upgrade, because those are awesome. So I got a bunch of glides coming down. He's losing to, yeah, pretty much. So yeah, this is game. Pretty newbie. It shouldn't have even lasted 20 minutes, but being a Brood War game, they tend to last longer than StarCraft 2 games. They didn't even GG out. He leaves. I think he had like a 1-2 record when I played him. But yeah, so pretty much this video is just me reflecting on how I played. It's pretty bad. I kept my 8 PM above 100. So, I mean, I'm trying to get better at this. Hopefully work on my casting so I can cast my future tournaments too. So, I had like a bunch of guys out in the yards. Let's review the entire map. So he had this base, this base, this base, and this base. He had 4 bases, well 5, 6-ish bases, bases towards the end. I was still on 2 bases. Had it there, it was gone. You can see my command center being floated over here. So by the time I got there, all the script would have been gone. I could have been able to start mining. But I was able to push out 71 units, and then his whole army was pretty much destroyed here. So, I mean, I still got 4 Marines here. I got a Goliath here. Even if he like got up here to try to base race me, base trade, he probably would have lost eventually because I would have got his 2 extractors down here. But yeah, this is my reflection of my replay analysis that I did bad at. Can't wait for the game to actually go free. I know it's kind of free now, but I want it to where like you go to the StarCraft website, you can just download right away. So there's a lot of new people playing. I like to play with new people. Hopefully able to talk to them during the game so we can talk about like what do we used to know, how to do stuff. Like for the longest time I didn't know how to play Terran, but I mean as you see here, nothing. So yeah, so catch me next time. I'm gonna be streaming next week. So yeah, hopefully you guys have a good day, and subscribe if you guys like this content. I'm gonna keep pushing out more, and then I also get VODs for my featured tournaments up on my YouTube page too. So yeah, peace.